it's almost afternoon for you, or it's just becoming like 10 to 12 for you. I knew it was you. Good morning. Let me adjust my camera here just a little bit. I don't do live very often, so let me just adjust my camera. And then let me get on my computer here really quick here and go to the live chat so I can see comments coming in. So bear with me a second. I'm a bit of a mess here this morning. I'm in my Where's Waldo outfit, Patty. Let me go into my comments. Let me bring up my feed. Unfortunately, I can't bring this up ahead of time. Hi, sweetheart, how are you? Okay, I'm just waiting for things to load here a little bit. Okay, why is this not working for me? It would help if I probably did this more often. Good morning, good morning. Let me see what we have. Live feed. All right. It's coming up right now. Let's see. Actually, I'm going to move my computer over here and turn my volume down so I don't echo. All right, so let me see who I have here. Oh, let me just back up a little bit. Like I said, I don't do this very often, so let's see what we have. I was leaving, but not now. I'm so excited. You're excited, Patty. Why are you so excited, and where were you going? Hi, Taz. Hi, Mom. Oh, hi, Ellie. How are you, sweetheart? I hope you're doing well. Mary, how are you? Oh my gosh, I am a hot mess on screen. I hope everyone is doing well. Let me try to adjust this a little bit better. I didn't realize that when you're doing a live feed, the camera has to be this way and not this way. So I started earlier and then I had to adjust it. And like I said, I don't do this very often, so I'm still trying to get used to kind of where I have to aim things. And look at Mobile, Alabama. My brother lived in Mobile, Alabama. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful there. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, so who do we have here? Hey, Margot, how are you? Hi. So what's everybody doing? It's February 1st. I can't believe it. I'm just going to hold my thing up here because this is the best way. Because if I go this way, I'm going to miss all of what's doing here. So let me take a sip of my coffee. I'm sitting in the purple room. I'm still in my pajamas. I got a lot of phone calls I had to make today. Lots of stuff going on for the month of February for me, actually. Let me adjust this a little bit better. You know what? Hold on. Like I said, bear with me here. I have a lot of stuff going on for the month of February. Like personal stuff, woman stuff. I just went and had the old fun pap test about a week and a half ago, and that came back all good, which was good to know for us women. You know, we got to watch that stuff, especially as we're getting older and things like that. When I was younger, I had some issues with precancerous stuff, and that's kind of in the family, so I have to watch it. But my pap came back good, so that's one thing off my mind. You know, like we have so many things on our minds, you know, especially, I'm not saying I want to make this all about women, but yeah, I'm a woman, so I'm going to talk, right? We're having coffee, and I don't have a donut or anything here with me. I have my Jelly Bellies. Linda, I'm telling you, I've been pounding this thing, and look how many are gone already. I had the munchies last night, so I was eating some of them. Greg, hi, Greg. I don't know who Greg is. Who is Greg? Is that a man here on my channel? Oh my God, and we're talking about woman stuff? Well, let me proceed to continue. Like, next week, I'm going to be having my boobs smashed in a vise. That's always super fun. I had thought about maybe recording it, but I don't know. It's bad enough to see it myself, let alone to share it with everyone else. Another woman thing here. Yeah, so I've got that going on next week. And then I have Jennifer. Hi, Jennifer. Thank you so much. If you guys don't know who Jennifer is JD Halls and More, Jennifer and Diane. They do hauls. Jennifer's in Minnesota, where all the snow should be. Not here with me, Jennifer. Please go check out her channel. Wonderful set of women there. I'm telling you, Jennifer and Diane are just hysterical. So fun to watch. So please go check them out. It's okay, my dad's a gynecologist. Okay, if your dad's a gynecologist, then your dad has probably seen every hoo-ha there is to be seen. Although for a woman, it's intimidating. You know, you worry about, like, are you going to fart? I don't know. Why does that come right to my mind? I guess because that's a true thing us women think about, right? God forbid you fart on your gynecologist. I've never done that. I'm sure I should never say never, right? I mean, stuff happens. Hi, Becky. How are you? So anyways, yep, got the pap test done. Got to go for the mammogram. And then, unfortunately, I have a cyst. And they've decided they want to remove it, and it's going to require some stitches, and I'm not looking forward to it, and it's going to be very uncomfortable for me to walk for a little bit. So I'm going to try to load up on all my Dollar Tree because I'll probably be out for like a week to 10 days. And when I say be out, I just mean like I can't be out running around, driving in the car. I pretty much have to like keep my feet up for a little bit. So I'm really, really not looking forward to that. Jennifer, what is so funny? Do I have on pajamas? I do, Patty. These are pajamas. These are my Weird Waldo pajamas. Funny story about these. I got this set of pajamas. I think the company is called Secret Treasures from Walmart. I mean, it's a little bit loose and big on me because I need to wash it. $9.98 or $9.88 for the set of pajamas. Go online to Walmart. $10. You can't beat it. They're all 100% flannel. They have pockets. They have a drawstring. I'd stand up and show you, but I don't have a bra on, and so I'd have to tuck my boobs into my pant line first. Awesome. Check them out. $10. I bought 3 different pairs, and I love them. They're so incredibly warm. All right. You knew it. You knew my pajamas were pajamas, or my outfit was pajamas. Patty, it's because you're so good. All right. Who else popped on here that I didn't say hi? Kathy! Good morning or afternoon, depending on where you are. It's about 10 to 1 in the afternoon here on Hump Day. Tomorrow the beaver comes out. The beaver comes out tomorrow. How many of you think that we're going to see a shadow, and how many of you think we're not? Oh, Jennifer just laughed about farting during the gyno. That is a legitimate fear. Come on. Let's be honest now. How many of you, let's put your hand up and tell me that you have not thought about that? California! Good morning, Jeanette. How are you? I'm really surprised that there's so many of you here. I mean, for me, I thought I would sit here all by myself. I contemplated doing this, and I was like, you know, I'm going to screw it up. I'm not going to film it right. I'm going to be in the wrong position. I'm going to be ignorant and ignore people, and I don't mean that in a bad way, just meaning that I'm trying to focus on things I want to talk about. Watch the screen. Watch this screen. It's like so much multitasking, I don't know what to do with myself. I definitely, next time, though, will set myself in a situation where I can keep my laptop, like, this way, so it doesn't look like I'm being rude. So I'm not trying to be rude. I want to share something super fast, real quick. I was digging through some stuff, which I have so much stuff, and I came across this, and I remember exactly when I got it. How many of you have one of these? It's an Oscar Mayer Wienermobile whistle. I've had this for 40 plus years, and it still works, believe it or not. Mio probably come flying in, but as soon as I saw that, I started playing with it, and I was like, oh my God, I started singing the Oscar Mayer song. All right, let me see what we have here. What do we got? What do we got? I've thought about it, but it's never happened. Jennifer, never say never. I'm just kidding. Oh, Mr. Snow, come visit. No snow. We don't want no more snow. We have snow. I don't want any more. Don't want any more snow. Jennifer, you have 3 Oscar Mayer wiener whistles? Really? You know, it's funny because the last time I went out of state, it's so funny. I always have my camera on, usually when I'm driving on the throughways, because you see a lot of stuff on the throughway when you're driving and traveling. And I'll be damned. I wasn't even on the road 30 seconds. I just came off the turn to get on I-87. and son of a bee, the damn wiener bee, goes flying by the opposite direction. There was nowhere for me to make a Yui, or I would have. I love the Wienermobile. I love to see it flying down the road. I think it's so funny. It's been around forever, but it's still a fun thing to see. You're down the thruway doing 75 miles an hour and you see a hot dog go flying by. Come on, it's going to get your attention, right? It got mine. Fun times, super fun times. All right, so what is everybody doing watching me on a Wednesday? I guess I could probably say most of you maybe are bored to death and needed some entertainment. I'm not sure. But for whatever the reason, I do thank you for stopping by and saying hi with me. I don't do a lot of lives only because I think, number one, I'm always worried I may say something inappropriate and I can't take it back. And when I say inappropriate, I'm talking about stuff I always have talked about the whole time on my channel. I would never, ever purposely go out of my way to hurt anyone's feelings, insult anyone. Me, it's all about fun and having a good time. I've said things in the past that people have hammered me for. One time I was in my bathroom and I was picking chin hairs and I called it a guinea hair. And I guess I offended a bunch of people. That was never my intention, because I'm from an Italian family, and in my Italian family, we called each other that, and there was no disrespect, and there was never none any intended. So it's things like that I guess I worry about, or if I say a bad word and I can't take it back. So I think that is probably something for most YouTubers. They worry they might say something inappropriate. No snow in Tampa. You don't want any snow in Tampa. I wish I was in Tampa. I do. The Wienermobile stopped in our town years ago and you hit them. Yep. Oh, Jennifer, thank you so much for stopping by. Have a wonderful day at work. Hugs and kisses, girl. Be safe. Have a good day at work. And I will give Mia a hug. Oh, thank you. Patty, you saw the Wienermobile too? Did you get a whistle? Did you get a whistle? I don't know if my screen froze up here or what happened, but maybe I put everyone to sleep in my chat. Hello? No one wants to talk with me. Hello? No one wants to talk with me. Okay, well, this is really sad because it says I have a couple people watching me. And oh, there they are. I got a whistle, but I gave it away. Why would you give your whistle away, Patty? Why would you want to give your whistle away? Okay, I think there's some type of a delay or something going on with this. I'm not trying to be rude. It's kind of like my screen is rolling, so I'm not sure. Maybe I just completely... No, do not stand up. Oh, yeah, I'm really on a delay. Come on, Patty. Man, you just blew my whistle. Beth, how's your day going so far in this new month? Well, so far in this new month, I've managed to... not much, but so far this month it's been pretty good. I've been on the phone making phone calls. You have those days where you have to get on the phone because you're calling doctor's offices or whatever you need to do. It's impossible to speak to a human being anytime on the phone anymore. All you get is operators. Someone wanted it more. Sharing is caring. You're right. Sharing is caring, Patty. It absolutely is. Sharing is caring 100% for sure. That is no doubt. No doubt. But you get on with all these operators. Press 1, press 2. Since when do I have to press 1 to just talk to anything or anyone? Why can't an operator just pick up anymore? I miss those days so much. I really do. So many things in our world is changing. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Speaking about things changing, I'm just going to throw this out there, and I don't want to stir up any shit, but for those of you that follow my channel or watch my channel know that I'm a total gearhead. Have muscle cars. I'm at the drag strips, doing all that kind of stuff. How many of you are looking forward to, or whatever you want to call it, to electric vehicles. What's your thoughts and opinions on electric vehicles? I can tell you my opinions. I hate them. I don't like them. I get where the world is trying to go, but we have to think about long term. Anybody that I've known so far that has an electric vehicle has moaned and groaned about the charging. I think to myself, if you're an electric vehicle, and it's already proven that electric vehicles take longer to get somewhere than a regular gas vehicle. And I'm all about saving the world, and I'm all about recycling. I do it in my own home. I reuse things. I do stuff like that. But you're in an electric vehicle. You're on the thruway. You're in a major snowstorm. You need to charge. There's no chargers around for 50 miles. Now you're sitting on the thruway in a car that can't do anything, even run any heat to keep you warm. What do? Are we going to have like Jetson vehicles flying around with portable chargers to charge you up there on the thruway? These are the things I think about. We have to think about electric vehicles run on batteries. Are batteries good for our world? Absolutely not. Becky, I agree. Patty, I agree. Yes, they're catching on fire everywhere. To believe it or not, Patty, that's a very, very good question. Can you do a burnout in an electric vehicle? I don't believe it's possible. You could probably do, I'm not even sure. That's a good question, Patty. Because I'm thinking about, it takes torque to do a burnout. You don't have a gear to drop in. It's not like, well, you could maybe do a brake torque burnout. I'm not sure if you could even do a brake torque burnout. And a brake torque burnout is basically you put your car in gear, you have 1 foot on the brake, 1 foot on the gas. If it's a automatic car, if it's a manual, you're going to have it on your clutch. So it's a clutch and a brake burnout. But I don't even know if you could get enough to do that. I just feel, like I said, I don't want to get anybody pissed off, but I have to say how I feel. I'm not a fan. I'm not looking forward to this type of change, whether I'm going to see it in my lifetime. Obviously, there's electric cars out there right now, but I've done so many research on other videos of people in an electric vehicle versus a regular vehicle, and it takes so much more time in the electric vehicle. I just don't get where people are thinking. I just want someone to explain to me where these benefits of an electric vehicle are going to come from. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Our food prices are off the hook. I can't speak for other states. I can speak for Chicago because I have so much family there. I can speak for New York. OMG, eggs. $5 for a head of lettuce? What the hell is that about? Seriously? Food prices, medical prices. I can't even imagine what it would be for people that have kids right now. 2 or 3 kids and they're in school. How do you guys do it? It must be absolutely insane. I can't even imagine pulling off a household. I know what it cost me, and I'm by myself pretty much. It's just me, my boyfriend, and the dog. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. So I just see all these people jumping to electric and going, I don't know. I don't want to be stuck on the side of the road. It's much easier for someone to get to me with a thing of gasoline than it is to plug something in somewhere. And I think about all the people that are spending all this money for these cars, and then what? I don't know. And maybe it's because I have mechanic in the house as well. So I hear about these things. I see all these new cars on a daily basis and go, wow, it's just crazy. And if you have the money to buy an electric car, God bless you, then you don't really have any money problems, I don't think. That is true, Patty. Hello, Canada! Yes, that's true, Patty. If you have an electric vehicle and you want a charger at your home, you do have to have somebody come out and set your home up for it. And I don't know, I just think maybe someone's watching this right now that has an electric vehicle. I'm not bashing you. I'm merely just stating my opinion. And it's just my opinion. It's not worth nothing but to me. What are you going to do with all that time that you're charging your vehicle? Because it takes like what, 4 to 6 hours to get a charge on your car for 300 miles or something like that. I don't know the exact, so please don't quote me. What are you doing with that time? You're sitting at a charger if you can get a charger, because what happens to all the other people that are charging too? And how many charging stations are we going to put in this world? Are we going to have them every 100 miles? Gas stations are every what, few miles? Are we going to have these massive charging stations and all these vehicles are going to be trying to charge? I just see that's being crazy to me. Becky, almost $6 for a dozen of eggs. Yeah, that's New York as well. See shoppers' carts, and they are empty carts because we are being more picky. You're right. Cordless mowers suck. I hear you, Patty. I totally hear you, because you push mow your lawn, and you have a lot of property. I know that feeling. It's horrible. It's definitely a workout. I want better things for our world. Don't get me wrong. I just feel that some of the things that we could be focusing on would benefit us more in the long run than electric cars. That's all I'm saying. That's just my 2 cents about it. We don't have to talk about that anymore. We can go back to the gynecological stuff if you guys want to. So anyways, yeah, back to that real quick. So I'm going to be having a surgery, not this week, next week. So I'm going to try to suck up as much as I can at the Dollar Trees and get some hauls under my belt, so I don't kind of like get caught in that funnel of, oh crap, now I'm super behind again, because I always seem to do really good at that, and I don't want to fall into that, because I think actually for February, it's a pretty exciting month. Valentine's Day. We have Miss Patty's birthday coming up next week. We have, I couldn't even imagine how many other people's birthdays we have. So if you're a subscriber and you have a birthday, let me know. I'll give you a shout out for your birthday. Absolutely. Alrighty, so what do you guys want to talk about? Pick a topic here so I could spend a couple more minutes with all of you. Well, I'm sitting here all embarrassed in my pajamas. I'll have a sip of my coffee. I could play my whistle some more. What am I doing today? I have laundry to do. That's always fun and exciting. But yeah, Patty said that she would watch me fold socks. And maybe I'll fold some socks. How is Grandpa doing? Thank you so much for asking, Sharon. That's very kind of you. Grandpa right now is at his house in Florida, having a grand old time. The last time we spoke to him, he was in the pool, which, you know, he has a home in Florida, which is in a, like, retirement type of village. He's got everything. Bars and hot tubs, and he's partying it up. Actually, he is. He really is. He's feeling okay. We're taking one day at a time. I mean, he's at a place where there's not really much that can be done. He wanted to go down to Florida because he hasn't been down to Florida since his wife passed away a couple of years ago of cancer. So that was really hard and hit him very hard. And he had been wanting to go down for quite a while, but there was too much there of her, and respectfully so. He needed some time to think about things and just kind of get his head in a better place. And then he got sick. So that got put off for another 2 years, but he's in Florida right now. He's in Sarasota, actually, and he's having a grand old time, you know, enjoying his golf cart, enjoying people of his age group, and yeah, taking it one day at a time. We talk to him about every week. He's doing well. I'm not sure when he's coming back because he still has his home here in New York, which is actually right down the road from me. I'm not sure how long he's staying for, but he's doing well and he's in a warm place, and that's where he needs to be versus all this cold. So thank you so much, Sharon, for asking. That was very nice of you. I let Grandpa know when somebody asks about him, and he gets so excited because he's like, somebody really asked about me? I'm like, yeah, somebody really asked about you. So I appreciate that. Was very kind of you. Very, very kind of you. Yeah, he's happy, hon. He really, you could tell his attitude's changed since he's been down there because it's so cold here. And what's a guy going to do at his age, you know, in the freezing cold? He'd like to be over at the shop working, but we have heat in the buildings, but still, it was just too much. And he needed to go down there and sort through Another family member went down with him for a few days and sorted through some of the things that we didn't want him to feel like he had to go through, like some of her drawers and personal items were removed before he even got there. So we tried to diffuse the house as much as possible because, you know, going back to a place where someone had passed is not the easiest thing to do, especially that's his second wife that's passed away. So that's not easy. Not easy at all. Thank you so much, Jeanette. I appreciate that. Yeah, he's doing really good. Thank you all for asking. I will let him know that you asked about him. Thank you so much. That's so incredibly kind of you. All right. Well, I don't know. I guess what I probably need to do if I'm going to do live videos is maybe like pick a topic. I wasn't sure even if anyone was going to jump on. I know this talk has been kind of random. I would like to do more live videos, but I think it's probably better for me if I pick a topic, but then I say no, because conversations, if we're just sitting here having coffee talking, topics can go anywhere, especially when you're hanging out with Patty. I can only imagine me and Patty sitting in a coffee shop, drinking coffee. Let's pull Linda in and everyone else. I mean, we would be in jail because we would be just troublemakers. I mean, Patty and I would probably be throwing donuts at each other. Linda would be yelling at us to knock it off because I feel like Linda would be the mom figure of me and Patty. Oh my gosh! Well, now I can't leave because look who just walked in the house. Look who's in the house. It's Brad. Brad's in the house. Whoa, where's Patty? Where's Patty? Where's Linda? I know Linda's at work, so Linda's missing out on this. I'm such a sweetie. Who? Not me. Brad, what's up, dude? How's it going, Brad? Brad has been with me since like day one. He is a fixture here on this channel. We give him a lot of crap, but we love him to pieces. There he is. And there's Patty. I'm thinking Brad was hiding out with Patty somewhere because you notice how Brad pops on and all of a sudden there's Patty? It's the concert guy. We were talking about, there we go. There he is. Brad, how nice of you to hop on. You are awesome, dude. So awesome. I am so happy to see you guys. You guys are so fun. You just made my afternoon. Totally. Totally. I can't believe Brad's here. Wow. Brad's in the house. Well, I need a sip of coffee. And you know what, Brad? I am going to blow my whistle. Brad is in the house. Whoop, whoop. You are very welcome. So happy to see you, Brad. I hope you're doing good today. What do you think that beaver's going to do tomorrow, Brad? Do you think that beaver's going to see a shadow, or do you think that beaver's not even going to come out of the house? Brad's got to tell us. What's the beaver doing, Brad? What's the beaver doing? Speaking about the beaver, so funny. I was flipping channels last night and Leave It to Beaver was on. I had to laugh. What a funny show. I still love to watch the old shows. You should feel special. Come on, Brad. You should feel special. We love you. And that's the only reason we pick on you is because we love you. Are you working today, Brad, or are you off? I'm thinking if you're awake at this time, maybe you're off today or maybe you're working later. Not a beaver, a groundhog. Patty, it's a beaver. It's not a groundhog. You thinking we're going to get 6 more weeks of winter? Brad, I don't really want to hear that. Patty, I was just messing around seeing who's paying attention. And obviously you're paying attention. I don't want any more winter. I'm so over winter. But you know, I have to be honest. You know what? This is getting hard for me to hold here. So hold on a second. Oh, that's easier. I'm sitting here with a broken arm practically trying to hold my laptop. Okay, I don't want any more winter. Winter, yuck. Yuck. No more winter. I don't want any more winter. I can't really complain because we've had like a couple of snowstorms, but it's only lasted a few days or so. I mean, it really hasn't been that bad. So I can't complain too much. Taco Patty, I was thinking about the same thing I was saying, beaver. Well, it could be a beaver, right? They kind of look alike. They come from the same family. It could be a beaver, Patty. Patty, it's a beaver. I was going to give free beaver shots tomorrow, but okay, well, never mind. Then I guess I got to find my groundhog. I'm just joking. See, this is the stuff that gets me in trouble. Can't take me anywhere. You can't take me out for coffee because I'm just a troublemaker. Troublemaker. Brad, you didn't answer my question. Are you working? Oh, I'm off into. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. Brad says 6 more weeks of winter. Brad, I tell you. Um, what'd you just say to Ken? What about the beaver? I got, see, everybody got cuckoo over the beaver comment. Groundhog's Day will be on all day tomorrow. I don't know. I don't think. I mean, it's kind of sunny outside here today, so I'm hoping. Brad, you're laughing. You're funny. You're funny, Brad. I wish I pitch. See, you guys get to see me in my worst moments. I picture all of you in my heads. I don't have pictures of any of you. So let's do this. I don't want to say send me a picture of yourself, but if you're brave enough, send a picture of me. I want to see what everybody looks like. Come on. Today is White Rabbit Day. What the hell's White Rabbit Day? White Rabbit Day? What is that? Never heard of it. It's sad when you gotta watch what you say because some people pick everything apart. Sharon, I gotta tell you, in the society that we're in today, in the world that we're in today, you do have to pick and choose your words. Even the simplest ones, like good morning, because it may give you a look. That's your real pic, Sharon? Good for you, girl. I get to see you now then. So I can at least look at Sharon and say, there she is. I know what she looks like. Yeah, you can't even say, I don't even know. I shouldn't go here because this is going to get me in a whole ton of crap. I say to people what I think is the right thing to say. I say good morning. I say good afternoon. I hold doors open. I let people go ahead of me in lines. I give people parking spaces. I talk to complete strangers, people who are struggling to put something in their car. I help them. A lady, I was in Lowe's the other day, and she was by herself, and she had some linoleum, like probably a 20-foot roll. She was trying her hardest to struggle to put it in the back of a pickup truck. And finally, when I walked by, I said, I'm not trying to be rude, and I'm not trying to get all up in your space. I said, but you look like you're struggling. Can I help you? Before I even went near her. And she said, oh yes, please, that would be wonderful. She tried to give me some money. I said, absolutely not. I said, it was my pleasure. Have a wonderful day. And I walked away. Simple little things like that. You don't see much anymore. There's Linda. There's Linda. Linda, are you on break right now? There she is. Linda heard us talking about her. Linda heard us talking about her. Too much information. What? Are we too much information for what? The gynecology, the beaver shots. We've been like all over the globe here, Linda. Hello, Miss Linda. Good morning. It's cold out today, and it's only going to get colder through the rest of the couple of days here. How's everybody doing? I am so thrilled that a few of you hopped on here. Just has totally made my day. I really, really didn't think anybody was going to show up. I thought I was going to sit here with a blank screen and look like a total fool to myself. We need more kindness in this world. You are so right. Yes, we do. I don't know. Is it that people have gotten scared? Because I feel like the world has become a place, for me, this is my opinion. The world's become a place where I feel like I'm always looking over my shoulder, no matter where I go. Grocery stores, parking lots, daytime, nighttime. Is it because we're scared? Is it because the internet came out and people stopped talking to each other because everybody's on the World Wide Web? Is it political? What is it? The world has changed a lot. I can honestly say, being a kid of the 60s, growing up when I did, I feel, in my opinion, that I was the last generation of, and I'm talking baby boomers, because I'm not a baby boomer. I was born in 66, so I think I'm a year shy of a baby boomer, or am I a baby boomer? I'm not sure. Either way, what happened to respect? What happened to just, I don't know, I get so tongue-tied because I get so pissed off of, I have a millennial. My daughter's a millennial. Some of the things these kids do just blows my mind, because my mom would have knocked me down on the ground before I even said some of the stuff some of these kids say to their parents these days. Is just mind-blowing. I think the kids control the parents. The beaver comes out tomorrow. Yes, Linda. See, Linda said the beaver comes out tomorrow too. No, I have not used my new shot glasses today, Miss Patty, but I washed them, polished them, cleaned them up good, and they are ready to roll for that new bottle of Crown Royal vanilla flavored. I'm not old. Your first crush was Moses. Patty. I have 4 adult children and they hate the phone. They only text. Yeah, right? They don't want to talk. They just text. And what's funny is, where was I? A couple weeks ago. Oh, I was at the doctor's office, and I'm sitting in the doctor's office, and these 3 girls walk in together, and they're all sitting together, and they're all texting. But they're texting each other. I'm like, you guys can't just have a conversation? I was like, okay. Crazy, just crazy. I can't even imagine having cell phones back when I grew up in the 80s. Didn't think about it. If your friends were home, you found them a couple ways. You drove over to their house, you walked over to your house, you rode your bike over to the house, or you just dealt with it. If they were home, they were home. If they weren't, they weren't. You didn't have a phone to call them and say, hey, where are you guys at? Where are you hanging out at? We just found each other by going to our hangout places. We didn't have any phones. Becky, went to Dollar Tree a few days ago and I was in a pay it forward line. Never heard of a pay it forward line. Was in DT a few days ago and I was in a pay it forward line that was extra special for me, as things like this don't happen to me. Wow, Becky, so you were in a pay it forward line, and if I'm correct, that means that someone treated you to something in line? Is that what pay it forward means? Like, or if you need help with your purchase, they pay for it? How does that exactly mean? Because I know that a couple times I've been in Dollar Tree, and and when I go to Dollar Tree, I mean, I have a cart full of stuff. I wouldn't want to be behind myself either. But I will have some people behind me with a few items, and I'm like, go ahead. Go ahead. I had one lady who I was checking out. She was an older woman. She had a couple of cards, Hallmark cards. And she got behind me, and they had just started checking me out, and I was looking at her, and I felt so bad because she looked like she had a hard time standing. And I said, you know what? I said, are those your cards you're buying? She said, yes. I said, can I have them for a moment? She said, why? I said, because I'm going to pay for them for you. So it was a couple bucks in cards. So I gave them to the cashier. The cashier rang them up. I said, can I have a bag for her? I put them in a bag. I said, there you go. Have a wonderful day. She was like, whoa. I was like, that really wasn't, for me, not that big of a deal, but it made her happy, and I felt like I had done something good. Okay, so Brad says, anyone else feel like you have to text people to ask if it's okay to call them? It's definitely a different world, right? Why would you have to text somebody to say, can I call you? That is just so weird to me. My mom melted so many phone cords by talking on the phone while using the stove. Oh my gosh, right? So you must have had a corded phone, and you were and mom was running around the kitchen, and you had a cord wound up through. Those were the great times, those were the good times. I miss the simple satisfaction of slamming a phone down in somebody's ear. That was such a gratification for me. You're pissed off with your boyfriend or whoever, and you're just like, F you! Bam! I think it was so much satisfaction to slam that phone down and have it ring, That was great. Now what do you do? Okay, F you! Beep! That's no fun. Beep! Beep this! Sharon, I can't speak for really anybody or any other states. A couple of the stores that I shop at here have plus sections, but only in the food, only in the frozen food. Nothing else is plus yet. I don't know if that's going to happen. As far as I know, in my area of the Hudson Valley, there are no Dollar Tree Plus stores anywhere near me within a 100-mile radius. Because if there was, I would go. I would make a day trip. But not that I'm aware of. Are they coming? I heard through the grapevine that at some point, all Dollar Trees are going to be pluses. Whether that's going to happen or not, please don't hold me to it. I don't know. That's just what I've heard. So Becky says, there were 4 of us in line. The guy paid for the lady in front of me. She paid for me, and I paid for the lady behind me. That is so awesome. That is so awesome. That is such an awesome thing to hear. That is so cool, Becky. I'm so glad that happened to you. What a wonderful thing. It was your day, Becky, for sure. So Patty heard Sharon that changing the freezer sections, and that's really where all the plus stuff is for us. It's in the freezer section. And I found it out the hard way because I saw Red Baron pizzas, and I was like, what? And they hadn't put up the 1 through 5 section, or $3 through 5 section yet. I'm like, Red Baron pizzas, I'll buy 24 of them. But then when I looked again, they were just putting up the $3 to $5 strip. But there still is a few good things at Dollar Tree, in my opinion, that in that freezer section is worth the $5 because it's a little bit more at your grocery store. Sharon, you don't have a freezer section at your dollar store. You know, I've been to a few dollar stores that don't have a big freezer section or refrigerator section, and I've been to some that don't have any at all. So it's just like going into, some stores have Crafter Square sections, some don't. Some stores have bakery sections with all kinds of baking stuff. Ours don't. It's funny because there's so many stores in my area in the same town that I can go to on the same street in the same town. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 Dollar Trees on the same road in 2 towns, and they all have something different. Every single one of them. Okay, so now Brad, can I say what state you're in? Brad is saying that all of his local Dollar Trees near him are plus. They got good things, but other merchandise is very basic. I've never seen a tenth of what I see in the Dollar Trees in my stores. So I'm not sure if Brad will let me say his state or not. I don't think Brad would mind if I say the state, but Brad's in Oklahoma. Arkansas. Well, Beaver, Arkansas, Oklahoma. What is wrong with my brain? I guess we're paying attention. Brad's in Arkansas. My parents had property in Cherokee Village, Arkansas. Beautiful place. Absolutely beautiful. So Brad, you have all plus sections. But so do you think, have your stores always been plus sections, Brad? I know, and all I'm drinking is coffee. Honestly, I haven't done anything else yet today. I haven't even had a smoke. I know the plus stores, from what I've seen, have a pretty good selection of stuff. But Brad mentioned, nope, not drinking, Patty. Honest, I cross my fingers. The only thing I'm drinking here is coffee, girl. Oh, okay. So Brad's stores in Arkansas have only been Dollar Tree Pluses for about a year to 18 months now. So it's been a pleasure. Bye, Linda. Thanks for stopping by, honey bunny. Oh, if you didn't see before, look at how many of my Jelly Bellies are gone already. Yummy in my tummy. Bye, Linda. Have a good day. So, Brad, do you think since your stores turned to a plus, that the basic stuff Dollar Tree used to carry, they're not carrying anymore? They kind of filtered out? So did you like your store before the plus or after? Better. Mary! Oh my goodness. Hi, Mary! Linda hates summer. Brad, I'm telling you, she hates it. Hates it. You're absolutely right. The internet really threw a wrench. I think we needed the internet, but I don't think the whole world needed the World Wide Web. I think, in my opinion only, that's what effed us up. It's too much information at the held of a hand. Why does anyone have to think anymore? Why does anyone have to do anything anymore? They just press a button or ask Alexa. So your stores have been basic. Do you feel that that is because you're a small town? It's just weird because I've done some significant traveling. And I've noticed, depending on certain states, I've been to states where I felt like the Dollar Trees would be the bomb, and I walk in and go, yikes. So it's very surprising how they change when you have so many stores in a row, but every single store is different. Your stores have always been pretty basic. That kind of sucks. I know that there's, I guess it just depends on where you live. You would think, I think maybe Chicago, I know, had a lot of Dollar Tree stores. Man, I could go to Dollar Tree stores all day long. And I'm sure I could probably do that here in New York. But where I'm at in New York, I can be to Connecticut. I can be to Pennsylvania in like snaps, you know. So I'm in an area where I could, you know, check out all those areas. But it's weird because I guess it just depends on where you live. I mean, there's no, hey, Kansas City, go Chiefs, woo! It's because you're small. So you feel, Brad, that it's because you're a small town, you've got smaller stores. And that is true. I mean, I've been to some small towns and they have like 3 rows of stuff, and that's a Dollar Tree. And then I've walked into Dollar Trees that are just ginormous and stuff like I've never even seen before. I am too amazed at some of the stuff we find at Dollar Tree. Sometimes I feel like they're kind of like some of the other stores. If they get a good buy on something, they're going to bring it in the door. If it's close to an expiration date, they've only got so much time to sell it, they're going to bring it in the door. I kind of feel like Dollar Tree is almost like Sam's and Costco's. You know, if you see it and if you can afford to get it, because when you go back, it's going to be gone. Oh no, Mary. Mary said she was coming, listening to me in her car on the way to her mom's, and she came across at the Beaver. Oh, Mary. Oh, we're just a hoot here, I'm telling you. All I've had is coffee, I swear. Could you imagine me all jacked up? So, Sharon, you feel like your Dollar Tree stores seem like a sample compared to the American ones. Um, and I kind of say the other way around sometimes. Again, it really depends on where you are. There's a lot of YouTubers that haul from Canada. I don't think as many as there used to be. There was one YouTube lady I used to watch from Canada all the time, and I'm just can't think of her off the top of my head right now. And the stuff she would haul would be like, oh my gosh, you really have to look at things at Dollar Tree. Not every single thing is a deal. You got to look at your sizes. Like, for instance, super glue. Super glue, you're gonna get it for $1 and a coin, but the ounces may be smaller. But that's everywhere in the world. If you look at your gallon of milk now, the underneath packaging of the gallon of your milk has plastic that goes up under the bottom, so it looks like you're getting the same amount, but you're not. Candy bars, regular size candy bars went from like this, and now regular size candy bars are not even as big as mini bars. Everything is shrinking. Sorry, bad. Everything is shrinking. Everything's getting more expensive. I don't get it. I just don't get it. And it seems to have been only the past couple of years. Just my opinion, only the past couple of years. I think, isn't Canada $1.50 now, or did they stay at $1.25? We do get a lot of boxes of cereal. That is for sure. But your chocolate is so much better there, Sharon. So much better. You can get so many treats in Canada that you can't even touch around here. At least not that I can find. Oh, they are $1.50. Yeah, so that's like, I don't know if our Dollar Trees ever went to $1.50. I'm I'm not so sure if I'd be in it anymore. Um, but I said that when they went to $1.25. But I did find myself, after they went to $1.25, I found myself second guessing a lot of my purchases. Where before I would get two or three of something, and I still do on certain items, I don't anymore because I look at it and go, Dollar General, Walmart, Target. Depends on where I am. I'm not going to try to save $1 by driving over the river and through the woods to grandmother's house I go and pay a toll to save $1.50 because I didn't save $1.50. I just paid for a toll to go across the river to save $1.50. It doesn't make any sense. 150 is 3 eggs. Yeah, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Man, I can't believe. Yeah, $1.50. I don't know. I'd really have to seriously do some thinking about that. I'm not even so sure I could do a $1.50. I find myself again, shopping around more. I still like the Dollar Tree. I like the things that they offer. I just don't buy as much as I used to. I still buy a lot, and a lot for other people and a lot for donating, but I don't do what I used to do, for sure. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up for now. I want to say thank you so much to all of you that hopped on to say hi. I'm really bad at doing live videos. I'm going to try to do them more. I'm going to try to get better as I go. I know a lot of you like live videos. I don't know what a good time frame for a live video is because depending on where I am, don't leave. Patty, you don't want me to leave? You want me to sit here in my Where's Waldo pajamas? I'm almost feel kisses for Mia, always kisses for Mia. I don't know where she is. I'm surprised she hasn't jumped in here. Actually, especially after she heard me toot the whistle. Patty, thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate it. It's weird because now I'm going to sit and rewatch this video and go, what was I thinking? What a goofball I was. I could have done this better and done that better. But I still like to feel like I'm sitting with all of you as if you were sitting across the couch from me. I'm not going to be any different. I'm not going to do anything different. It's just us having a conversation. What really sucks is that you're not all really here with me because I would love to sit with all of you. I'd love to just rent a big bus and come around the world and pick you all up and we can all party for a night. I think it would be a blast. Eggs are how much? What? Brad says eggs are $3.89 a dozen, which is much cheaper than what I've been seeing on YouTube's and other sites. $3.89 a dozen? Holy shit. Whoop. That's cheap. Maybe I need to be going where Brad lives to buy eggs. Wow. Brad, how much is a gallon of milk? Just regular milk, not 1% or just regular milk. Do you know offhand how much a gallon of milk is? Patty, if you're in my basement, then you better start doing the laundry and leave my stuff down there alone. And you know what I'm talking about. Ooh, I just scolded Patty live. My bad. I'm sorry. Not. There really is a delay on this. Big time. Because I'm just now starting to get... Here we go. $400 a gallon? That's a lot of money, Brad. Wow, $4.25 a gallon. Okay, and that's about still. I mean, here, anywhere a gallon of milk is anywhere from $5 to $6. $4 a gallon. I mean, yeah, I knew what you meant, Brad. I was just giving you a hard time. That's cheap. But what's your gas prices, Brad? Unless you have one of those plug-in cars. I'm just giving you a hard time. Are you kidding me? It's not even $3 a gallon back home? Oy vey. Wow. That's cheap, Mary. Here, gallon of milk, eggs, loaf of bread, butter, 22 and some change. Wow, 316. Are you serious, Brad? So here's an example. Why are all the prices where Brad lives cheaper than here? Why is Brad's gas cheaper than my gas? Why is Brad's milk cheaper than my milk? Wow, see, that's a lot for Sharon too. $5.29 for 4 liters. I don't get it. Well, Brad, you probably think that's high there because you're so used to things being less expensive, but come up here for a week? Whoa, it's insane. It blows my mind. It blows my mind how we all get gas from the same place. That's true too, Patty. Your tax prices, absolutely, yes. Taxes here in New York State, they're astronomical. Everything is just so expensive. Food prices have gone through the roof. Now, I understand, we have places in our world where they're having fires and things like that. How much is gas in New York, Brad? You can't even get regular gallon of gas for under $5 a gallon. And diesel's almost, I want to say close to 6 and some change, almost 7 in places. It's crazy. Gas prices are crazy. Here in New York, I don't know how many of you smoke or don't smoke, and we're not going to go there. A pack of cigarettes here in New York is $14.78 a pack. $3.59, Mary. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I fill up the caddy and a full tank of gas on that car is almost $100. Marianne, hi, Marianne. That's cheap down there for you, Brad. That's cheap. I mean, think about the truckers. There's a couple of truckers I actually watch on YouTube. There's one gentleman, he's a younger gentleman. My boyfriend was watching him. He's like in his 20s. He's a truck driver. He drives an 18-wheeler, and he cooks and does all kinds of stuff in his truck. And sometimes he'll stop and get gas. This guy filled up his 18-wheeler. It was almost $1,000 for one fill up. Now, can you imagine? I mean, these trucks are transporting our items. I mean, we need fuel to transport our items. Think about this for a second. Just kind of backtrack. Are we going to have 18-wheelers running on electric? I think about that and I laugh. Because let's try to think about how many 18-wheelers we're going to pull off the road and put in charging stations, and where the hell are you going to get the room? Wow, that's very inexpensive, Brad. Holy crap. I smoke Marlboro. So I'm assuming if it's Marlboro, it's probably $8 because that's a brand name. Patty, electric snowplows, no. Can you imagine? I mean, let's think about this. You're at home. You can't afford a charger at your house, but you can afford your electric car. And your kid gets up in the middle of the night and is sick as hell. You have no ambulance service near you. You need to hop in that car and you don't have enough charge to get your kid to the hospital. What are you going to do? I understand you could now rebuttal that and say, well, if you don't have gas in your car, what are you going to do? Well, I don't leave my cars on empty. My car, half a tank is empty for my cars. When my car hits a half a tank, that's my empty. So I could rebuttal with that. Just my opinion and thoughts. Okay, Brad. Brad, does Brittany smoke? Marianne, that's cheap. Because a pack of Marlboro here is $14.78 for a pack of Marlboro. Oh, I hear Mia creeping around the corner. She may show us a surprise. She may pop in. This has been so awesome, like getting to talk to some of you. This has been so cool. I really, yeah, maybe we should do this more often. This has been like super cool. I just, now that I know that I have to put my camera a certain way, which is this way, not this way. I'm not sure if you get like any of my Valentine's decorations back there or not. Maybe you can get a little bit bigger of my tree back there. I think she does, Patty. I think Britney Spears does smoke. I'm not sure. I've never been a Britney Spears fan. In fact, speaking of Britney Spears, real funny thought real quick. My mom, when she was alive, my daughter was watching Britney Spears. She was on some TV show. And my mom walked through the living room. And for my mom, being from England, for my mom to swear, period, or say anything was like off the hook. It would be like, whoa. So my mom's walking through the living room and Britney Spears is on. And my mom says to my daughter was like 10 at the time. My mom says to my daughter, that slut! And I was like, I almost lost my drink. I'm telling you, it was so freaking funny. Unbelievable. Patty, you think she does? Yeah, I think she does, Brad. I think so. Wish you have told us it was a pajama party. Well, I could tell you next time it's a pajama party, but I won't be able to see all you guys in your pajamas unless you all light up your screens for me. I could do that. I could do a video and invite certain people and then have you on my screens if you want to do that way. We could do that. That would be fun. Wait, gas is going up here in Colorado, $3.95 at Costco. Kimberly, where in Colorado are you? I have family in Colorado. I have family in Boulder. I have Colorado Springs. Where else? There's one other place, and I just can't think of it off the top of my head. Beautiful. Post and tell you ahead of time. Patty, you're supposed to be in charge of all my social media stuff. I mean, you're supposed to be setting this stuff up for me. You're clearly not doing your job. Brad has been within arm's length to Britney in person at concert. Really, Brad? You didn't, like, want to give her a hug or a kiss or anything? Colorado Springs! I must say, Kimberly, is that where you're from? No way, Jose! Oh, don't you... I'm sorry. I didn't mean to yell at Taco Patty. Yes, I did. Don't give Brad my job. Well, you know, Patty, if you don't... Come on now. I know you have a birthday next week and you're getting older, but come on, start using that noodle, girl. Gas is $2.07 a liter. But your liters, so a liter, $2.07, not quite by the time... You're still cheaper than United States. So Sharon, in Canada, where you live, you have all kinds of shops and things like that where they sell British foods and snacks and treats and stuff like that, right? She doesn't? I wouldn't want to touch her either, Brad. God knows where that woman's hands have been. Oh, and Brad just admitted to being in the pit. So, Brad, you do mosh pits? Mosh pits. I've seen a mosh pit in person. There's no way, man. They would kill me. Those things are rough and tough. Yeah, you tell her, Mary. Your mom's dropping the ball again. Yeah, right, Brad. I wouldn't want to touch her either. That girl has been... Oi, we won't even go there. I'm going to be a good girl. Zip it. I'm going to zip it. Zip it good. Zip it. California gas is $5.59 a gallon. Is that regular gas? Oh, come on, Brad. You know you like to go to the mosh pits. I can picture Brad in my mind in a mosh pit. Oh, Kimberly, so you've been there for a long time. Okay. Were you born in Canada? Probably not. Never mind. That was a dumb question. Bye, Casey. Thank you so much. It was so nice of you to stop by. Appreciate it very much, my dear. Cece. I said Casey. Cece. Yes, Brad. Come on. You like mosh pits. Brad does body surfing? Too funny. Too funny. Brad, do you have snow down there right now? Me too, Brad. Don't feel bad. Me too. But you know, the chunkier the better, because then you got the waves and the surf. I love to watch you guys connect with each other. I think that's so cool. Especially when someone finds somebody that they know where they live or they know the area that they're in. That's so cool how people can connect like that. All right, everybody. I'm going to wrap this puppy up. I've got some chores to be getting done today. I want to say thank you so much for all of you that stopped by and said hi. I really appreciate it. Wait a minute. What's Brad saying? No, just a trace amount of ice in my area, but all the schools and course houses are... Why are they closed if you only have a little bit of ice? No, you probably don't do ice well in the South. That's a good point. We get so much of it here. I'm just used to driving it all the time. All right, everybody, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up for now. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you for the laughs. I really appreciate it. My coffee's cold, but that's okay because I had a great time with all of you. Thank you so much. From the bottom of my heart, until next time, everyone, bye for now. Take care.